Ashok, Shravani, Nitesh, Pratyusha. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Vipin. Yeah, long time, huh? Hi, Khalid. Good morning. Hi, Monica. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Sorry, yesterday I was traveling and I couldn't reach on time. Yeah, missing AWS classes, not me. Huh? Of course, AWS classes. Yeah, and also, guys, there is an very important announcement from admin that you need to do some pending fees and all, and tomorrow the link will change for sure, so please take care of that. Don't miss the classes. Okay, so let's jump on. What did we discuss in our last class? Volumes and snapshots. Okay, yeah. Should we have a small shootout down and let's see our memory power? Yeah. So mainly volumes are classified into two types. What are those? EBS volumes and then instance store volumes. So which one are temporary volumes here? Instance store volumes. And what is another name of instance store volumes? What is another name for instance store volumes? Yes, ephemeral storage. Ephemeral storage. Guys, if I stop and start the EC2 instance which has EBS volumes attached, with the data is lost? No. But if I stop and start the instance store volume, data is lost? Yes. Guys, if I stop and start in the back end between the host, the EC2 instance will jump or no jump. If I stop and start, a jump. And if I reboot, no jump. Yes. So if I reboot the instance store volume attached to EC2 instance, data is lost? Not lost. So guys, there are different types of EBS volume, different types of EBS volumes. No? So which is the default EBS volume? Which type? GP2. Yes. If I need to have a fast performance, high performance, then which one do you suggest? IO1. Very good. And which one supports IOPS configuration? IO1, IO2, and GP3. Very good. And guys, root volume supports what volume types? Root volume supports what volume type? Very good, Raghava. Right? Yes. It will support all except ST1 and SC1. Very good. Yes. Okay. And additional volume supports all. So guys, if I terminate the EC2 instance, the root volume will also be deleted by default. Yes or no? Yes. Why? Reason because yes, delete on termination is checked. But if I terminate the EC2 instance, additional volume will be deleted. No. Very good. And then guys, I have a volume and I need to take the backup of the volume. What is the backup of the volume called? Snapshot. Very nice. Very good. And just a second. And what is snapshot? Can we say that point in time copy of the volume is also called snapshot? Yes. Point in time is also called as snapshot. Yeah. And the snapshots are like full backup or incremental backup? Incremental backup. And snapshots are stored in S3. And from where do you create the snapshot? What is the source to create a snapshot? Volume. And from the snapshots, what do you create again? Volume. Is it possible to directly use the snapshot or attach to the EC2 instance a snapshot? No. Snapshots by default are public or private? Private. Can you copy the snapshot one region to other region? One account to another account sharing? Yes. Yes. And some by default snapshots and volumes are encrypted. No, it's not encrypted. And something is not encrypted, but if you create something from not encrypted, it is encrypted or not encrypted? Not encrypted. Encrypted? Yes, from encrypted. And then if it is not encrypted and if you want to encrypt it, how do you do it? Using what option? Copy option. Excellent. Guys, everything is in your brains. I know. So guys, give me few minutes. I need to set it up, my every step. Can you give me a few minutes? I'll be back. Few minutes. So let me share my screen now. Guys, can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Yes. Okay. Last time we discussed about the snapshots. Snapshots meaning the point in time copy of the volume, or single volume is called snapshots. Okay. Now let's talk about another important thing. It's called images. What is it, guys? Images. So let me take you like this. So I have a EC2 instance. The EC2 instance. So I have the EC2 instance, and then here we have, you know very well, these are volumes. EC2 instance. And this is the root volume, and this is the additional volume. Okay, now we have this, yeah. Okay, now we have this. Guys, if you want to take the backup of a volume, only this volume, what is the concept that we should implement if we need to take the backup of that only volume? What is the concept that you should use? Snapshots. But now I have a requirement that I need to take the whole EC2 instance backup, whole one, the whole EC2 instance. Guys, if I want to take the whole EC2 instance backup, and that is called image. Okay, before I go a little bit deeper, let me tell you this. So guys, in our olden days, whenever you take any Windows laptop or desktop, let's say for example there is a support guy or a system admin guy or Windows guy. So manager said to him that, hey, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 people are coming. Can you please set up their workstations? And what he do? He will take the brand new laptops or desktops. He'll set it up and he'll try to install operating system on each and every machine. Yes or no? So guys, installing operating system on one machine will take at least 2 to 3 hours. So that meaning once this is done, then this will take again 2 hours, 2 hours, or 2 hours, or 2 hours. So you have 10 machines. Guys, it will take a lot of time in order to set it up like this. Yes or no? Yes. So after setting up like this, you need to install their own tools or software so that people can use it. So each and every machine, you need to go and install each and everything like this, which will take a lot of time. So instead of this, now can he set it up everything in one machine, install all the tools in one machine, and can he take the image of the whole machine and keep it like this? Right? And then install operating system using that image. With one image, he can install on all the machines in one shot. And guys, and this is called here image. This is called image. What does the image contains? Image contains operating system. Image contain what? Operating system. So can I say that the copy of the whole, where are the tools present? Guys, where are the tools present on the operating system itself? Na? Yes, na? So if I take the whole copy of the operating system, the copy of the operating system is called what? Image. Getting it? Getting it, guys? What is image? So instead of going and doing manually each and everything, guys, guys, so now here, we'll go slowly, see. So image meaning, can I say copy of the OS is called image? Can I say that? Copy of OS is called the image. So guys, here, image in EC2, we should not call it as image. We can call it as image, but it has something called, we call it as AMI. What is that? AMI. Not in Telugu, AMI. Which girl? So please call it as clearly AMI. Don't call it as AMI, AMI, AMMI, AMI. Right? So clearly call it as AMI, the meaning Amazon Machine Image. Certification question. Amazon Machine Image. So simply can we say that template of the OS is called AMI? Yes or no? The template of the operating system is called the AMI. Simple. Guys, remember, snapshot meaning what? Copy of the volume is called snapshot. And how about this guy? What is AMI meaning? Copy of entire EC2 instance. Entire EC2. Guys, if I take the copy of the entire EC2 instance, that includes volumes also, no? So that includes whatever the volumes it is. Guys, let's say it has root volume and additional volume, and I take a AMI or image out of it. If I take the image out of it, does it contain both the volumes there? Yes, it contains both additional root volume and additional volume. If at all you have additional volume, that also will come under the AMI. If you don't have, that's only root volume. Getting it. Everyone. And I also told you that how many steps are there to launch an EC2 instance? 7 steps. So in one of the step, we discuss about the volumes and all. In first step, what we need to do is, guys, we need to select the image. So whenever we launch the EC2 instance, definitely need to have an operating system. Na? So that meaning AWS is providing automatically few default images, default AMIs, right? Default AMIs. So what are the AMIs that it provides? It provides Windows and it provides Linux. So if you want to have a Windows machine, guys, does the EC2 instance support client-side operating systems? Remember, no. So it provides Windows Server 2012, 2020, 21, 2022, etc. These versions. And in Linux, it provides what? It provides Red Hat. It provides CentOS. It provides Ubuntu, etc. Like this. So guys, can you also tell me AWS will provide you the plain OS, but excuse me, right? AWS provide you the plain OS, but can you tell me it can also provide plain OS plus few applications inside it? Does it provide? Yes, it will. It will. Image meaning you can put anything and you can create an image like this. Let's say there is an, you know very well that there is an AMI which is provided by the AWS. Yes, this is the AMI which is provided by the AWS. Let's say this is our Linux AMI. AWS is providing this Linux AMI. Okay. From the AMI, what do we create? Guys, from the AMI, what do we create? We use the AMI and create what? We use the AMI and launch what? Launch the EC2 instance. Yes. So I went and already AWS is providing the image. I went and launched the EC2 instance. So this is Linux wala OS is there. This is the EC2 instance. So I have launched the EC2 instance. Can I go and log into the EC2 instance and install something called some application called Tomcat? Can I log in and install it? Yes, I can do whatever I want in that EC2 instance. Yes. Okay. Now let's say, for example, I have a big team and the team want to use all few applications. So should I tell the team to install their own applications each individually? No. Instead of that, what I do, I go and launch the EC2 instance with the Linux and install Tomcat, whatever the application that it needs. And what I create from it, from the EC2 instance, what do I create again? Yes, from the EC2 instance, again, what do I create? I create an AMI. I create an image out of it. I create a AMI out of it. So this is a AMI, right? This is a AMI. And this is also the same Linux only now. Yes. This is a Linux AMI. And this time, this also has Tomcat inside it. This AMI will also has Tomcat. Yes, it also has a Tomcat. See? And from this AMI, again, I can go and launch the EC2 instance where that EC2 instance will automatically come with the Tomcat now. Getting it? And this is called, guys, custom AMI. This is called custom AMI. Custom AMI meaning what? Same thing. If you are creating your own AMI, that is called custom AMI. So already existing AMIs, AWS provided AMIs, and if you are creating your own AMIs, then that is called custom AMI. Getting it? Images very important. So can I say that copy of image includes all configuration that we did on original machine? Yes or no? Copy of image includes all configurations that we did on original instance. It contains all the things that we did it on the original instance. So if you have a EC2 instance, and from that EC2 instance, what do you create? You create an image. Image is nothing but AMI. And from the AMI, again, you can launch again EC2 instance. You can play around with that. So, guys, one AMI can be used multiple times to launch an EC2 instance. Yes, one AMI can be used to multiple times to launch multiple EC2 instances. Those are reusable. AMIs are reusable. And guys, does the AMI has any availability zones? No, because that is just a backup. It's like just a backup. Guys, can you use your AMI directly? No, you cannot directly use AMI to log in. Huh? Instead, what you need to do? Instead, launch EC2 instance from the image and then log into the EC2 instance. Guys, by default, AMIs are public or private? Definitely private. If required, you can make it public. And AMIs are regional, yes or no? Because whatever we talk about in EC2, everything is regional. And also AMIs can be copied from one region to other region. Another region, yes, possible. And also AMI can be shared from one AWS account to another AWS account. Definitely yes. And guys, now AMI by default everything are private, but there are few things that will be publicly available. Let's say, for example, there is a big company and they have some own software which is very difficult to install and set up. So company can provide a image and put it in the public, and everyone can take that image and use it and pay for them. Yes. So where all these images are available. So these public images are located in a place called marketplace. Write down, very important. Which place is that? All public images are located at AWS marketplace. So AWS market is where you can go and all kind of different kind of images with the softwares inside it. That can be related to AWS, that can be related to DevOps, that can be related to anything. And also remember, AMIs are stored in S3. Yes. So guys, images contains what? Image contains operating system, na? Image contain operating system. So operating system will reside on root volume, yes or no? Which is EBS. Which is EBS. And guys, the root volume can also be the other guy, na? Root volume can also be EBS volume, or it can be on instant store volume. Huh? But which one is always preferred, EBS or instant store? Yes. So here the certification question will be, images are backed by either EBS volume or instant store volumes. So it is up to us whether we want to select EBS volume or instant store volume. right? Guys, if you customize an image, if you customize the app on OS and then take the image, what is that image called? Can we call it as custom AMI? Can we call it as custom AMI? Right? And we have a concept called golden AMI. What is that? Golden AMI. So guys, golden AMI, if you are manually taking it, guys, if you're manually taking the image, it's called custom AMI. And if you're taking it automatically, using a concept called, concept called image builder pipeline. So guys, you have a concept called image builder pipeline. So if you are creating the AMIs automatically through a pipeline meaning what? Series of steps is nothing but pipeline. So you predefine the series of steps, what you need exactly, and then run that pipeline whenever you want, anytime that you want. Whenever the pipeline is running it, and then automatically the output golden AMI will be created. That meaning any AMIs which are automatically created by image builder is called golden AMI. This is called EC2 image builder. Write down this word called EC2 image builder. Understood? If you're creating it automatically, then that is called golden AMI. Okay. So, guys, here we have EC2 instance, right? And let's say, for example, this EC2 instance contains how many volumes? Let's say 2 volumes. Okay. What does the root volume contain? So let's say you have root volume and then additional volume inside it. Okay. So remember, whenever you take an image out of these volumes, can you create an image out of it from this EC2 instance? Yes. And this image contain how many volumes again? Image contain how many volumes? 2 volumes. So remember, whenever you're creating an image, remember those many snapshots will also get created. How many volumes are there? Those many snapshots will be created. How many snapshots will be created? 2 snapshots will be created automatically. Two snapshot will be created. Got it? Certification question. Okay, let's say, for example, you have a snapshot which contain only operating system. Guys, can you take a snapshot of only operating system? Guys, and from this snapshot also you can create an image. Possible? But generally, where do we create an image? From where do we create an image? From the EC2 instance. We create image. But you have a snapshot which contain operating system. And from that snapshot, can we create an image? Yes. And remember, do you need to stop the EC2 instance in order to take the image all the time? No need to stop EC2 instance to create image. But it's up to you guys. You know very well, because it's up to you. If you want to stop it and take it. Good one. Otherwise, you can take just like that. Guys, you have an EC2 instance with 2 volumes, root volume and additional volume. And you took the same, this one, and you took an AMI. You took an image, and how many volumes that the image contains? As in parent image, you have in parent EC2 instance, you have 2 volumes, na? So if you take an image out of it, the image also will contain 2 volumes. And remember, whenever you're taking the image with this volume, automatically 2 snapshots created. 2 snap. How many volumes are there? Those many snapshots will be created. Okay, na? See that. Of course, yes. 2 snapshot of root and additional volume. Yes. One volume is for the root and one snapshot is for the root and another snapshot is for the additional volume. Everyone CC till here? Everyone on the images concept? Clear? Everyone's put CC. Okay. That was important topic. And then let's talk about cluster networking instances. Cluster networking instances. Before that, can you tell me what is cluster in general? Golden images meaning, Urmil, if you're creating the images automatically through a process, that's called golden image. So what is in the meaning? What is the meaning of cluster in general, guys? Cluster. Cluster meaning, can we call it as group of servers? So here servers is nothing but EC2 instances. Yes. Yes. Cluster meaning group of servers or collection of servers or group of EC2 instances. Guys, and this group is called placement group. What group here we call it as? Placement group. What is that? Placement group. So guys, can you tell me, whenever you launch a new EC2 instance, whenever you launch a new EC2 instance, can you tell me this EC2 instance will, all the EC2 instance that you launch will sit in the same host all the time in the backend of AWS? No. So the instances will be placed such a way that all instances are spread across multiple different hardwares. Yes? Yes. Let me write down that first. When you launch a new EC2 instance, the EC2 service will place the instances in such a way that all your EC2 instances are spread out across different hardwares, host machines, AWS host machines. Yes or no? हाँ, automatic लो ना, अलित भाई, हमारे पास कुछ भी नहीं रहता. Launch an EC2 instance and it will place automatically in the backend. Okay, we don't have any control. It will place spread across different hardwares. Right? So let's say, for example, you have 10 different host machines and you have one EC. Okay, now you tell me, see this? These are different host machines. And you have the EC2 instance launch, one here, one here, one here. Can you tell me what is the speed? Do you have a extraordinary high performance between them as it is in different machines? How about the speed? Do you have extraordinary performance? Yes or no? The performance will be a little bit. Can you hear me? You should respond. Am I talking to? No, I'm not talking to you. Okay. So yes, definitely there will be differences in the performance. So what if you keep all the EC2 instances in the same host? How about the performance? Okay. So performance will be super fast. So guys, here it's for you, Atharva, not me. Listen carefully. So let's say, for example, okay, so there are different types of placement groups, first of all. Number one, we call it as cluster placement group. Okay. And then we have something called spread placement group and partition placement group. Guys, can you write down what are the different types of placement groups that we have? Cluster, spread, and partition. Write down these three words. Cluster, spread, and partition. Cluster, spread, and partition. So cluster placement group meaning, so guys, you have EC2 grouping the EC2 instance in the same availability zone, same rack, single availability zone. Let me tell you. See. So all these EC2 instances that we have launched, so we have this EC2 instance, this. So guys, I'm having the EC2 instance all in the same availability zone. That meaning same data center, guys. Same data center. And all the EC2 instances are in single rack, next to next. Next to next. So guys, if you have all the EC2 instances in the same rack next to next, the performance will be super higher, na? Super fast, because as they are connected to each other side by side, the performance will be extraordinary. The performance will be extraordinary. You know, the speed between the EC2 instance, if you keep the next to next, that meaning in the same rack, almost 20 Gbps. Guys, the speed between the EC2 instance is how much? 20 Gbps, man. Isn't it very high? Yes. So if you are grouping this EC2 instance like this, and that is called cluster, grouping the instances in same single availability zone and then same rack. Guys, that is called cluster placement group. Guys, first of all, do you understand why we need to group the instances? Guys, if you're grouping the instances, you will get the super high performance. Guys, if you want to, let's say someone hit your friend, do you know very well I'm not improvising here. So guys, in our childhood, in college days, if some other course batch comes and did something to our friend, so will you go single or group? You have a gang, right? So if you go in single guy, in single, then Aram say they will just close you simply like this. And whenever you go with the gang, that group, the performance will be very higher, right? Yes, the same thing. If you want to a high performance, then group it. And grouping meaning two people in one row, two people in another row, two people in this place. No, not like that. Guys should be in the same place. And that is called here cluster placement group. And that is why it's called cluster placement group. Host machine different or same in cluster? Different host machines. Grouping the instances in the single availability zone. Got it, guys? So grouping the instances in the same availability zone or same rack is called cluster placement group. And here, definitely you will get high performance. But guys, you have a high performance. But let's say, what happened that entire availability zone goes down? Definitely nothing will happen. The availability zone will never go down that much. But how about the high availability? So you will have a low high availability, low HA. So if you need to have your application, guys, you have an application in 2 different machines, and there should be a faster, and there should be super fast between these 2 EC2. Guys, I'm not talking about outside. The speed between the EC2 instances. I'm talking inside AWS, not outside. The speed between 2 EC2 instances, if you want to be have super fast, then go for the cluster placement group. But remember about the high availability will be little bit low. Nothing will happen. But high availability, there is a problem. And spread placement group meaning, guys, these EC2 instances are spread across multiple availability zones. So the top one is in single availability zone and placement group is in different availability zone. Now your EC2 instances are in different availability zones, guys. And how about the performance? The performance compared to the cluster is slow or high? Compared to cluster is little bit low. But how about high availability? You have super high availability, right? And if you have very critical applications, then go for the split placement group, right? And then here, per one availability zone, you can launch only 7 instances. Right? Per one availability zone, how many instances? 7 instances. Coming to partition placement group. This also is like, across availability zones. And here, maximum partitions you can get is also here 7. In one partition, guys, contain hundreds of EC2 instances. How many partitions you can create, guys? 7 partitions. So like this, 1 partition, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this 7. And in each partitions, you can have hundreds of EC2 instances like this. But remember, when there is a problem, when there is entire partition goes down, then all your EC2 instances are getting affected. So guys, these are all different models that we have it. So based on the requirement, you need to just go ahead and select or create the partitions, create the placement groups based on your requirement. And placement group recommends to have homogeneous instances. Guys, in the group, is it good to have different instance types? One T2 small or T1 T2 X large and T2 big one. Is it good to have different instance types? No. So it is good to have same instance type. That's why homogeneous meaning same instance type, same. Right? And once the placement group is created, guys, you can add instances to the placement group anytime. Anytime you are launching the EC2 instance, yes, you can go ahead and then add to that placement group anytime, no issues. Is this clear, guys? Everyone CC? Nice. Should I move to the next topic? Okay. So next topic is little bit bigger. So you should concentrate nicely here, guys. So we have something called key pair. Write down, what is that? key pair. Key pair. So what is this key pair? Guys, we have learned what is key value pair. What is key value pair that we have learned? That is tags. Key value pair is the tag. But here we are talking about key pair only. That is different. So what is this key pair? So let me talk a real-time thing here. Let's say you have launched an EC2 instances. You have launched one EC2 instance. This is the EC2 instance. Right? This EC2 instance can be Windows or it can be a Linux one. Can you tell me what are the things that is required for you in order to log into the EC2 instance? You want to log into the EC2 instance. What are the things that you need? Yes. So you need to have IP address of this machine. You need to have username for this machine, and you need to have the password for this machine. With these three things, if you have these three things, then only you can log into the EC2 instance. Guys, who will provide the IP address? IP address will be provided by AWS. Whenever you launch the EC2 instance, automatically the IP address will be provided by the AWS. Guys, what are those IP address? What are the things that we'll learn later? But now just imagine IP address will be provided by the AWS. And how about the username? So guys, for Windows EC2 instance, the default username is administrator. Very important. What is the default username for Windows machine? Everyone? Administrator. And how do you get the password, guys? Guys, and that password, you will get it using this through this. You get it through key pair. You get it through key pair. I'll talk more about key pair. But do you understand what is a key pair for now? For now, key pair is nothing but if you want to get the password of the EC2 instance, how do you get it? Using key pair. So can I say that key pair is used to retrieve the password of EC2 instance? Can we say that? Yes. And also, the same thing for Linux, we'll see. For Linux machine, guys, what is the default username? EC2 minus user. Write down. EC2 minus user. EC2 minus user is the default username for Linux. Okay, now. So what is key pair? So key pair meaning, guys, key pair is used to retrieve the password of EC2 instance. Okay. Key pair is used to retrieve the password of EC2 instance. Guys, do we have any default key pair already created by AWS? In this case, no. We don't have any key pair already created by default. We have to create it by ourselves. Yes. Do we have a key pair already provided by AWS? Answer it. We don't have any key pair by default. We have to create by ourselves. We need to create it by ourselves, guys. We don't have it. So we have to create a key pair. So guys, and that key pair is also called as file. What is that? Write down. Key pair is also called it as what file? PEM file. Key pair will also call it as what? PEM file. Why we call it as PEM file? Because key pair extension is .pem. What is the extension of key pair, guys? .pem. The extension is .pem. Key pair extension is .pem. So we need to create a key pair, and then, okay, let me, whenever you launch the EC2 instance, we know very well that there are 7 steps to launch an EC2 instance, guys. How many steps? 7 steps. So whenever you launch the EC2 instance, at the last step, you need to attach that PEM file that you have created to the EC2 instance. What you need to do, guys, whenever you're launching the EC2 instance, the console, the AWS EC2 console will ask, hey, create and attach a key pair to this EC2 instance. Because you need to retrieve the password, na? Right? You need to retrieve the password, na? That is the reason, first of all, you need to attach a key pair to that EC2 instance. So when do you attach? At the time of launching the EC2 instance itself, you need to attach that key pair. So whenever we launch EC2 instance, the console will ask you to create and attach a key pair to the EC2 instance. Guys, every time you need to create it, no need. If you create one, you can use that key pair multiple times to multiple EC2 instances. Yes or no? Can we attach one key pair to multiple EC2 instances? Definitely yes. But one EC2 instance can have multiple key pairs attached? No. No. So here you can create multiple key pairs. You can create multiple key pairs. And also, as I said, one key pair can be attached to multiple EC2 instances at the same time. And I also said EC2 instance can have how many? Can have only one key pair attached at any point. How many key pairs that you can attach for one EC2 instance at the same time? Only one. So let me give an example. So let's say I have these EC2 instances today. This is one EC2. This is another EC2. EC2. Let's say we have 4 EC2 instances. And that we need to wait for that, Mahendra, to answer that yes. But you need to have the concepts. So we have the EC2 instances here. So, okay. And this first EC2 instance is used by the DevOps people. First and second are used by the DevOps. And these are used by the developers. This is one developer. This two is used by the developer. Okay. Guys, whenever you launch the EC2 instance, definitely you need to attach the key pair to the EC2 instance. Na? Guys, you tell me, is it good to have one key pair for 100 EC2 instances? Is it good to have one key pair for 100 EC2 instances? No, no. What happened if that what happened if that key pair is lost? All your 100 machines, unless if you know the password, you cannot retrieve the password again. You don't have the PEM file. It's gone. It's danger. So isn't it good to create different PEM files for different requirements? Let's say, can I create a PEM file called DevOps PEM file? And can I create a PEM file called Dev PEM file? See? And can I attach this PEM file to this EC2 instance? Can I attach the same PEM file to also to this EC2 instance? Yes, we have learned one PEM file can be attached to the multiple EC2 instances. Yes, possible. No, Manoj. Right, guys? And then whenever you retrieve the password of this EC2 instance using the PEM file, it gives the password. Let's say the password that that yoga style password, right? So like this. This is yoga style password. So guys, this yoga style password will be the same for all the EC2 instances. Password is same or different? Guys, the password is purely completely different, right? The passwords for every EC2 instance, the password is unique. But remember, so for EC2 instance one, I retrieve the password, I got this. And after some time, just say I will retrieve the password second time. Will I get the same password or different password? I'll get the same password. Guys, for EC2 instance, when how many times that you retrieve the password, you will get the same password. But remember, for every EC2 instance, you will have a different passwords. Okay, now for every EC2 instance, the password is unique. Guys, every laptop have same password, a different password. Answer it first. Siddharth, every laptop will have the same password or different password. Different. Okay, you log into this your laptop and you shut it down. And you want to again log into your laptop. The password is same or different in your laptop? Same password, na? And you're logging to your friend's laptop. You will use your password or different password. Then the same concept. Once the PEM is attached, once the PEM file is attached, guys, you cannot change the PEM file to the EC2 instance. Once you have attached the PEM file to the EC2 instance, guys, you cannot change it later. You need to terminate it and then launch a new one and attach a new PEM file. Once it is attached, you cannot give it. And guys, and you have one PEM file attached to 20 EC2 instances. What if the PEM file is lost? Is it danger? Yes. So guys, once the PEM file is lost, it is very danger for you. I'm telling you. So once the PEM file is lost, guys, let's say for example, okay, once the PEM file is lost, how do you retrieve the password for all the EC2 instances? Isn't it difficult? You can do little bit trick for one or two machines, but is it possible to do the trick for all 100 machines? No, no. So keep this in mind. You need to keep the PEM file in safe place. If you lost your PEM file, then it's gone. Every time you retrieve the password using PEM file, you will get the same password from the EC2 instance. Yes or no? That we have learned. Guys, getting it, everyone? So can we say that all in all, key pair, guys, key pair is nothing but, I'm telling you another definition. It is a combination of public key and private key. I'll tell you what is public key and private key. But key pair is nothing but the combination of public key and then private key. Guys, so we will go to the EC2 console and then we will create the key pair. Yes or no? Once we create the key pair, we need to download that key pair. It will be with us. So, guys, AWS has the public key, and the one which we have created and downloaded, that is called the private key. AWS has public key. AWS has public key and customer has private key. That private key is nothing but your PEM file. PEM file itself is called a private key. Guys, the PEM file that you have created, that is nothing but a private key. And who has the public key? AWS. But do you need to really worry about how the public key is used and required, or can I see the public key? Do we need to worry about it? No, AWS has a public key. He will hold it. And the one which we have downloaded, the PEM file we created, that is nothing but private key. Because you only tell me, if I use this dev.pem file, to this EC2 instance, can I retrieve the password? No, because this public key is different and this public key different. So if you provide a proper PEM file to the EC2 instance that has been attached, then only you retrieve the password. If you are retrieving the password with the wrong PEM file, then it will not give the password. Simple, because the keys are mismatched. The keys are mismatched. You getting it, everyone, guys? We क्या रे भैया? Good. अम्मा, हाँ. Oh, what is happening here, guys? I know, sir. It is 12:18 already. Huh? Okay. I select the curve line? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So for the Windows instance, what is the default username for Windows instance? Administrator. And how to retrieve the password? Using your PEM file. That we know it. And what is the protocol that we use to log into the Windows EC2 instance? Guys, protocol. Protocol, what do you use? RDP, remember? RDP protocol. And for Linux EC2 instances, what is the default? What is the default username? EC2 minus user, and you use a PEM file to get the password. And what is the protocol that you use? SSH. You're getting it? So lastly here, for Windows, guys, use, do you know remote desktop protocol? Remote desktop protocol client. So guys, we need to use remote desktop protocol client. Like if you go to Windows and if you put remote desktop, and you will get like this. So this is a tool that we used. We will be using it to log into your Windows EC2 instances. right? And for Linux, that's for Linux, we need to use a tool called Putty. What is that? Putty. This is the guy. So this is the only tool that we'll be using it. So, but remember, Putty tool doesn't support file. Putty doesn't take file. What does the Putty take? Putty needs PPK file. What is that? What does it need? It needs PPK extension. So how do we get PPK extension? Don't worry. We can convert this PEM file to PPK using a small tool called Putty generator. It's only 2 seconds or 3 seconds job. So we will create the PPK file and we'll be using it to log into the Linux EC2 instances. Understood, guys? Understood? The concept of key pair. Guys, what does the key pair, if a key pair is lost, what you do? Is it good to get the key pairs to get lost? Is it good to get it lost? No, it's not good to get it lost. Let's say what happened in worst case, what happened if you lost your key pair? Let's say you have these two EC2 instances. Guys, I no need to tell all these things. These are all advanced things, but still I'm sharing with you, no issues. So here you have the EC2 instance, right? And this EC2 instance has its own root volumes, right? Root volumes. And this is root, and it is root, right? And let's say it has a abc.pem file you have attached to this. And let's say, for example, now you have lost this PEM file. Guys, you have lost this PEM file. Is it possible to log into the EC2 instance if you lost the PEM file? If you don't know the password, you cannot. No. And how do you retrieve it, guys? The workaround solution for this is, guys, I'm telling you one small trick. Can you detach the root volume for this EC2 instance? Can you detach it? Root volumes can be detached. Yes, we can detach it. So detach this root volume and attach it as an additional volume to this EC2 instance. Guys, detach the root volume of a instance and attach a instance root volume to B instance as additional volume. Okay, na? So this is the root volume, root of A instance. We do that like this? Yes. You can put it the root volume. Yes, because you know very well the root volume you can attach only with a slash SDA1. But I'm not attaching this root volume as SDA1 because I'm attaching it as something called XVDF or something like this. I can attach it like yes or no, or I can attach it as something else. It will become additional. So then what you do, you log into the CC2 instance as you have the PEM file for it and go inside it. And this will be a D drive, na, guys. This will be a D drive for you. So no, go inside this D drive, and there are a couple of files. There is one file to be changed. One parameter should be changed in a single file. And what file that you should find it out in the practicals, but not now. So if you change that property or parameter for this, and then again detach this root volume and attach it again to the EC2 instance. Okay. Change the property in the root volume in the A instance root volume while being attached to B instance, right? And then detach A root volume from B instance and attach it back to the A instance as a root volume. So then you should be able to get the password of this guy. So guys, this all you have to do when PEM is lost. Is it good? Is it good to follow this kind of things for 100 machines? Is it good? This is the workaround that you should be doing it if just in case if your PEM file is lost. But most probably, guys, you cannot lose the PEM file. But sir, how to resolve this? Yes, sir, I can do it for one machine or maximum 10 machines. But is it possible to do it for whole many machines? No. So what is the solution for this? The solution, we will discuss that in tomorrow's class. Actually, we don't need to discuss, but still I'll go and what is the best way to do it for this? And what happened if PEM is lost also, how to handle it, we'll see in the tomorrow's class. So guys, tomorrow's, I think link will change. So be careful, do all your payments and then be in tomorrow's class. Guys, for everything, we'll do the practicals. Don't worry, huh? Take the screenshots. Let me know once it's done. Done. Sugar patients left. Done. Great. So guys, can you get the final CC for today? Thank you. Great. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.